Hello, this is Stephen from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and I'm here to do a quick video response to Jeff Burr from the Tattooed Spirit tag of highest intention spread. And he says it's a spread that we should do, and he's been so supportive of me. So the least I can do is say, yeah, I'll do it, Jeff. I'll do this spread, and it'll probably be quite interesting to see what reading I get from this spread. I shall link Jeff Burr's video below, and I've seen a couple of responses already, and it's encouraged me even more to jump in and give my contribution. So let's get on with it. And basically, you separate your deck into 5 parts, into each of the suits, the swords, the cups, the wands, pentacles, and the majors. And first of all, you take the swords, which represents your thinking, how your thinking is contributing to your highest intention, the intentions of your higher self and your purpose. And you take 3 cards from this, and you take 3 cards from the other suits of cups and wands, but you only take 1 card from the pentacles, and I'll explain as I go along. So first we'll take this suit of wands, and we'll shuffle, and then we'll see what we get. And the first card is what serves you regarding your thinking in this respect. And the card that I've got is the 10 of Swords, and I'm sure that doesn't mean that I've got to go out and put 10 swords in the back of the nearest person that's annoying or frustrating me. I think basically what this is saying is, to me, is what's done is done. The past is the past. Put it behind you. Don't dwell on it. Don't think about it. That cycle is done. The ending may not have been what you wanted. You may have hit rock bottom, but now just put that behind you, and that the sunlight underneath the darkness is that glimmer, that hope of new things on the horizon. So just focus on that, and that's what would serve you in this respect. So we'll put that aside, and the next card is what's not serving you in your thinking, and that card is the 6 of Swords. Now that's about moving on. And so maybe that ties in with the first card, that what's not serving me is by not moving on, by staying in the choppy waters, not seeking out more, or moving on to new things. So basically, what's serving me is to keep things in that, to recognize, accept that the past is done, and because of that, don't stay and dwell on your present position. Just move on to new things. And the advice card for the thinking aspect is, well, I'm getting some really good sword cards. Again, deal with those thoughts that are weighing you down. Don't become overburdened in thought. Don't have a more positive attitude. Get rid of the negative thinking that's putting you into so much turmoil. So I think those three cards go together quite well. It basically, what it's saying is, make sure that your thinking is not holding you in despair, in a sense of hopelessness. Deal with any thoughts and get rid of any of these unhelpful, burdensome thoughts, and move forward into new things. So I take that as a positive. I mean, we've got two cards here in particular, the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, that are always seen as very negative cards, but I take them in a positive way in this regard. So so that was interesting. So we keep the advice, put the other two aside and keep the advice, and I'll summarise the advice cards up at the end. So now I move to the feelings. So obviously the thoughts can influence the feelings, and the feelings the actions, which bring about the reality, the world that you live in, your life, with the majors representing the spiritual influences, the universal archetypal influences over all of that to help you and to guide you. So we're going to the emotions, the cup suit, and we'll see first of all what in the feeling aspect of this is serving me, is helping me. And here we have the 6 of Cups, and this has been coming up. This is an offside comment, is that this has been coming up a lot for me recently, the 6 of Cups. And basically it's dealing with memories, the past, childhood, not just childhood, but I think basically what I've been getting is to link into those positive times when things have worked, where things have been flowing well, and get into touch with those feelings again, and use those past experiences as lessons, as to motivate me emotionally, and to deal with some of the emotions and that have come from all that negative thinking, just to replace that with some fresh positive feelings. So I think that's what's serving me at the moment. And now we go on to what's not serving me, and that is the 10 of Cups. Now that's all about happiness, joy, contentment, fulfillment. So in the sense that it's not serving me is that feeling of not being fulfilled is not serving me. That feeling of not having attained that idyllic state depicted in this card, and seeing that as a failure, as something that is not serving me. To be thankful for the what I have reached, and not to allow that to become a sense of failure, a sense of lack of fulfillment. So that's what's which is sometimes how I do feel, unfulfilled, and but that those emotions aren't serving me. achieve my purpose. So the advice for this part is the Four of Cups, and I think that is don't don't sit staring at your current situation with a sense of discontent and just sitting there. Look out for new opportunities to come to change the way that you feel about your life. Look for new opportunities. Don't just focus on what's right in front of you and just feel that well, this is my lot in life. This is what I'm stuck with. No, it's not. The universe is holding out a new opportunity for you. Just see it and cooperate with the universe in what's being offered, and let that change your view on life and how you feel about it. So I think that's a very good card. So I'll put that advice card there, put the other two aside, and we'll move on to the ones, which is the actions, the aspirations, the desires. So we'll have a look. The vision that you have for your life, and first of all, what is serving me in this respect, and now what is serving me. The Five of Wands. Now this is usually about sort of conflict or minor conflict or competition, and what's serving me in this is I feel that at the moment there is like an inner conflict of what do I want, what actions do I want to take, and there's a bit of different competing things there as to but what's serving me is learning how to deal with those, to come down to a resolution of the that inner conflict of desires and ambitions for what I want to achieve, and to process all of that. So what's not serving me in this regard is that's a sword. What is that? What are the swords got? Sorry, I picked up the swords, but again by mistake. Right, these are the ones. So what's not serving me is Three of Swords, and it's quite funny with it because I know that Jeff had this in his one section. I don't know if it was for what wasn't serving him or what was an advice. I can't remember exactly which card it was, but I know he had that and he had it reversed, and I think that's and looking at the other cards so far, when he had it in reverse, he was taking it as not anticipating new opportunities, new things, and that not the lack of anticipation wasn't serving him, and I think it's I don't do reversals at the moment. I may start getting into them at some point, but at the moment I don't. but I think if I did, this would have come in a reverse position and would have had the meaning that Jeff had with this, and it fits in with that is anticipating something new, looking at this new opportunity, and not anticipating anything happening isn't serving me. So, and the advice for this, the advice card for this is the Ten of Wands. And this I see as don't try and achieve too much at once. Take small steps and to move forward. As long as you move forward, but don't try and carry too much. Don't try and achieve too much all in one go. Just take what you can cope with at each moment, and let that drive you forward, rather than trying to do the whole thing all in one go. So I think that's the piece of advice on that respect. So that's good. Now we come to the Pentacles, which is what we keep in sight as to the reason that what our thinking and our feeling and our actions are going to bring about manifesting into our lives, and what we're desiring in all this, with all these intentions. And this you only need to draw one card, because it's just that one sort of reality that you're aiming for, so that you sort of keep in mind as you work on all the other aspects. So let's see what card we get for this. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And yes, I think that's a really good one, because to achieve what you want to achieve, to be able to be in a position to be able to help other people, not just financially, but with all things, to give out, to be able to receive and bring things into your life to the degree that you'll then have enough abundance of that to be able to share that with others, to benefit other people. And that's a very good aim, and one that fits in with how I feel about what I want my future to be about. I want to have all the things that I need to be able to live and to have a good life, but I also want to be able to take of that, and where possible to be able to put into other people's lives, to help raise them up in and to give them a better hope for a better life. So put that there. So now we go to the spiritual aspect of what spiritual lesson or guidance or influence can help with this. And again, it's just one card from here, I think. And we have, and this chap keeps coming up as well, repeatedly. And this is a card that I'm getting to relate to a bit better, but for various reasons I do struggle with this. The Wild Unknown deck that I have has been helping me a bit with that, with the image in that. That's sort of become more of a more neutral kind of Hierophant image. And so that's helped me sort of deal with any quite a bit of negativity thinking about this card. But it's this aspect of learning from those that have been that have perhaps further ahead than me, that have come before, learning the traditional aspects of things, and then being able then to take that and adapt it to my own beliefs, to achieve what I want to achieve. So let's take the cards again in summary, taking them in the order of advice is just get rid of that negative thinking, deal with those burdensome thoughts that are holding you down and hindering you. Be open and watchful for new opportunities and expect new opportunities. Don't try and do everything at once. Don't try and achieve all your goals all at once. Take it step by step. Just do what you can handle at the time. To fulfill that life goal of having all that you need and more to be able to share with others and help others, and taking that that teaching that you need, the lessons, learning the lessons, and taking that and adapting that to help you move forward. So there you go, Jeff. That is my response to the hashtag of highest intention spread, and I hope you enjoyed it. And now I'm going to continue working on my response to BCC's 7 life purpose questions, which is one that I knew I'd have a bit of difficulty with, but I'm determined to do, so watch out for that. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you all again soon. Okay, bye.